I was extremely promiscuous,
You're
extremely.
not using
Plus
condom
the
back
fact
to
that I
back.
was not a photographer, as in back to back. Naturally, I do not enjoy intimacy with
Wow.
protection. So whenever I have the opportunity to, I do not even suggest. Sometimes if I go to a place, like let's say I see a girl and let's say the money for intimacy is 50K, and then I want to have intimacy with that girl, I would ask her, if I don't have to use protection, how much will I add? Some girls will say, oh, yeah, add 10K. Some girls will say, oh, yeah, add 5K. Some girls might be in the cruise and they'll just ask you, hope you don't get anything, no. And if you say no, they'll just give in. So that's how I was having intimacy because, just with any girl without
Okay.
protection. If I go for work in any state, right, as I'm getting to that state, the first thing I'm asking for is where is the closest brothel to wherever my location was. I was so addicted to intimacy. So it got to a point that as I even found out I had HIV, I couldn't even pinpoint who gave me HIV. I couldn't pinpoint who gave me HIV. It was hard. And that's the bad thing with having multiple, intimate partners. Because when something happens, the fact you cannot pinpoint who gave it to you makes you feel more miserable. Do you understand? But if you have just one partner and you have gonorrhea, you can trace now from this girl, now from this guy. But when you have one intimate partner, how do you want to start calling everybody to ask them who gave you HIV or who gave you gonorrhea? So it's crazy. It's really really crazy. It's very very important for you to stay safe. So I was having intimacy with just anybody. I have too many intimate partner. So when I got it, I couldn't even trace, but I know I got it through intimacy, right? And I got it when I was in Kano, because I worked in Kano for five
Oh,
months. And Kano is actually a very, very wild state. I used to think Northerners don't know anything, but when I went to Kano, trust me, they're one of the most intelligent wild cats. Kano people, Northerners, they're very wild. So yeah, so that's how I got it. When I got it, it wasn't really much of a problem to me, to be honest. At first, it wasn't. But when it became a problem was when I started being stigmatized. Because the people I was working with then, when I told them around 10 a.m., because I had a major breakdown, right? And I was rushed to the hospital, and that's where they did the test. And we found out I have HIV. When I had a major breakdown, I told them about my HIV status around 10 a.m. Around 4 p.m. that same day, they asked me to leave and fired me. That was 7 years ago. That it was from then on that I started experiencing real stigmatization, and it became a problem. I attempted, taking my life safe. Like one time, it was everywhere, even on Linda Ikeji's blog. If you type my full name now on Google, Chika Michael AKC, if you type it right now, you will see the blog when I tried, attempting suicide and all of that. So it was a big deal. So I stopped taking my medication. I stopped taking my medication at some point because of the side effects I was having at that time. I used to hallucinate. There was a time I practically talked to a goat, Steph. It was
uh-uh.
crazy. I was talking to a goat. Sometimes I'll just be like this, the floor will be roving around me like that. So it was a very, very crazy experience. So I stopped taking my medication. I was in self denial. I was also self sabotaging. I was putting a lot of people at risk and putting myself at risk. But when I had a positive mind shift last year, everything changed. Everything changed. And I decided to allow myself, because what happened was that last year I was also sick. I was in the hospital. In the hospital was when I saw a blog that states that it takes 7 years, it takes 5 to 8 years for HIV to become AIDS if you're not taking your medication. When I heard that, I was just like, God, please help me. That's why I came out. I'm like, for this little time that I have, let me just say all of the things I can say right now and help a lot of people as much as I can, so that if I'm going to die, I'm going to die feeling empty. Do you understand? So that's why I came out. But thank God it's going well. Because of me, people are going to do their tests. Because of me, people are becoming better. Because of me, people are, being more careful. So yeah, and over the month, like from November till now, I've been able to raise over 34,000 people, on my TikTok page. I've been teaching, I love to teach. That's what I do. On my TikTok page is all about HIV. That's all I do. Sometimes I even like to catch crews with it so that people can actually find the fun and get the lesson. Do you understand? So yeah, that's basically what I do. What is just very important for me is to get a job, to be able to feed well. It's very hard. Because when I don't feed well, I get, I get reactions like rashes and all of that. But emotionally, I'm okay. I found peace with myself. I've embraced myself. I've accepted my status, and I'm good. But
No,
guys,
well, it's
please
all
go and know
good.
your HIV status. Go and know your, because you look good does not mean that you are actually really good. So just go and check your HIV status. HIV can be inside of yourself. You not even see any symptoms at all. That's another thing. So be very careful. Know your HIV status.
Man, I really, really, really appreciate. Like I said, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. I've had a TikTok that since. Now you've stated the problem you're having, which is a job and finance for survival, because you need medicine. You need to be able to take care of yourself. So
Yeah.
I think if it's possible, I think it's possible. Let's link up on Thursday.
Okay,
Let's link up
boss.
on
Okay.
Thursday. So I don't know if you can come around where I would be, or you want me to
I
drive down to
can.
Jubilee.
Anyone. If you want to see my place yourself to confirm, yeah, that's fine. Anyone, I'm good. I can
No,
come to you.
Allah.
You can come to me.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank
no,
you so
Allah,
much,
no, Allah,
boss.
no, Allah. I really appreciate,
Thank
man.
you.
This is so nice. Nice talking to you. I just followed you,
Thank you.
so God bless you for being very sincere. Because honestly, my brother, I won't lie to you. There are 1,001 persons in this world, in this Africa, in this night, Abuja, that have HIV/AIDS, and they go about sharing it because they are angry.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
contacted the HIV without knowing who gave it to them. So they are angry. They are trying to be like, they won't share and give everybody. Some won't go,
Yeah.
those boys who they like the suck breast for this place. Now no go stop now. Now the best time for una be this. Woman go dey ask and say, do you like to suck? And I go say yes, it's my best job to suck plates. Now you're learning. If you go and leak what will leak you, you're on your own. Meanwhile, make sure you get tested, get checked. Girls, girls, una feel say na dey cheat like the way men dey cheat, I go cheat more than now they with four
Yeah, let,
different
let me
guys.
say this. Let me say this. It's very important for girls to be very careful because when it comes to HIV, yeah, there are more women with HIV than men. And it is easier for a man to infect a woman than how it is for a woman to infect a man. It is easier for a man to infect a woman than how it is for a woman to infect a man. Now, during intimacy, yeah, there are two kinds of partner. There is the receptive partner and the penetrative partner. Men are usually the penetrative partner. Women are the receptive partner. It's easy for a penetrative partner to infect a receptive
Benefits.
partner. That's why a woman that has HIV can be with her boyfriend. She will not even know that she have it. When they go for tests, she will come out positive and her boyfriend or even fiancé can come out negative because it's not easy for a woman to infect a man. But you see, when a man is HIV positive and you are with that man, it's only by the grace of God that you don't get it. It's only by the grace of God that you don't get it. So you have to be very careful. Girls, be very, very careful. There's something called genital warts. Some of you will see genital warts in the private part of a man. You will not ask. They will just tell you that it is birthmark or stretch mark. You will agree. You put it inside your mouth. You are using your mouth to suck genital warts. You can get a lot of things from it. So you have to be very careful. If you are doing hookup, you have to be on prep. If you are doing hookup, you have to be on prep. If you patronize hookup girls, you have to be on prep. You need to protect yourself. It is extremely important. Be on prep. There's another thing called PEP. PEP is post-exposure prophylaxis. So let's say in an instance where you go to the club, you're high and the girl is high, and both of you just feel each other. You go to the house, then you have what they call spontaneous sex, like the ones where
Oh,
you just don't know, it just happened. There's no condom, there's no nothing. If you don't know that person's HIV status, it is important for you to be on PEP. PEP is post-exposure prophylaxis. You have to start PEP within 72 hours. That's 3 days. And you have to take that medication for the next 28 days. That's how you can protect yourself. That medication now is going to help flush any HIV that might have entered your body. Do you understand? So you have to take it within 72 hours and you have to take it for the next 28 days. Whatever HIV, whatever stress that might have entered you, that PEP is going to flush it out. So that is why if you are sexually active, please make sure you are on PrEP. if you are not very frequent in having intimacy, or you find yourself having just finished having intimacy with somebody you don't know their HIV status, or after the intimacy the person tells you that, oh, I'm HIV positive, just make sure that you go and take that PEP. It will flush it. Lastly, so that I will let you rest, my boss. Sorry, I've talked too much.
My brother,
Now,
you know they talk too
lastly,
much. I don't need to think. Who are this? I don't need to think since.
Lastly, if you're sexually active and you go for HIV test, if it comes out negative, it doesn't mean it's negative. If you're very active and you go for HIV test, if it comes out negative, it doesn't mean it's negative. There's something called window period. It takes 2 to 3 months for HIV to properly mature in someone's body. So if you have had intimacy, right, and you have HIV for the past like 2 months, if you go and do test, it will still come out negative. Does not mean you are negative. That is why every time you go for HIV test and they ask you if you're sexually active and you say yes, and the result comes out negative, they will tell you to come back for the next 3 months to do another test, so that if you have HIV, that window period, now that time it is forming, by the next 3 months it would have properly formed, and you have to stay away from intimacy. So these are the things you need to know. These are the things you need to know. It's very, very important. Be very, 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 very careful. So many people have this HIV. HIV is closer to all of us than we think. So many people.
Oh, Alan, my brother, I really appreciate. So I'll be seeing you on Thursday.
Okay.
I just followed you right now, so just drop me your
Okay.
contact. I'll call you. I'll WhatsApp you.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
very
much. God
much.
bless you, man. Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Have a wonderful evening. For like see your babe, oh boy, your babe, now very good babe, oh, for her to deal with you. Okay. All of now when I there now, I know see some of now. Don't they ask what be pep? Waiting be pep. With my phone. You get on that drug when show me. There's a guy I know. He has that drug in his house. Hey, God, oh my God. I never chop for that boy house before. Cause that boy, if he get her, he no go talk. Cause the boy go be wicked boy. That boy go be like person will say, if he get sickness, he go me all him friends get. Because of him bad character when he gets. That boy say, I know say way back. Police they come, the boy run leave him friends when police they come. No tell them say police they come, they catch all them guys. Hey. Anyways, I'm glad I will find out with now wow. See, guys, especially the agege, you know, hear what they talk for it. It is very difficult for a lady to give a man HIV. So if any woman get HIV, a man give him. Now, women, you hear what I just said? When I go want to brush teeth with brush we don't spoil. We brush we don't spoil. Now carry brush we no good. I know see now get anybody that is that's offering toothbrush for you. God won't do it. It's even forbidden. It's against Jesus Christ. It's against Christianity. Like why you go on the? It don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. Person born picking, breast with what they give small picking. Adults go suck am. They say they not champion. They do dorime for your face like the poor person picking food for your face. No be champagne or na breast milk. Omo, I beg, this one as I don't educate me. You get things so if you contact to even hepatitis B from sweat. Small thing, I go let you know na sober pass for when I dey work. Now, hey, some people say they enter their mouth. Some people go sneeze. Oh my God, please always wear your face mask if you're in the bus. If the bus too cluster, just take boat. I beg. Waiting that for this country now, no be here. Thank God for this chica, because honestly, I don't even know so many things about HIV. Like, I don't even get idea of how it may be. You know? So, I beg. Mona, be careful. Very, very important. Get vaccinated, how do they call them? Vaccinated, I beg. It's so important. I'm gonna reach out to this guy on Thursday. I'm going to link up with him because this is something the whole world needs to know about, especially Nigeria, especially Abuja. You see those Aboki men? Oh my God. Oh my phone, I call this guy. 1 minute.